Ham. Thank you. That was Sonata of Ham by the Fine Brothers. The Dine Brothers. I'm gonna clear the genitals. That's what this is, right?
Mabalachinian. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dickie Dines Show. Hope you all are having a great day today.
Suffer.
And yeah, we're here and we're gonna do some fun stuff.
Yeah, we got an assortment of pills I found, and we're gonna test them out.
Yeah, he's gonna test them out.
We're ranking pharmaceuticals I found in my grandma's house.
I'm gonna rate how cringe his reaction is to.
I didn't like when you died for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, that was a little
like
cringe.
An F2 reaction.
Yeah,
Honestly.
the Narcan was cringe, dude. Like,
the Narcan. So today I thought this would be fun. We haven't done this in a long ass time. Do you remember the Whisper app?
Oh my god, yes.
So I went and I did some deep dive to try to find some just a balance of ones, but mostly weird, of just huh?
Okay.
But yeah, this is fun. We've done a lot of music stuff, so I thought it'd be nice to go through just some classic people cringe, some real life relatable stuff. Let us know if you can relate.
Okay.
All right.
What do we got?
Opening up with, I slept with my dentist to give me, my brother, and his girlfriend a free whitening treatment.
Okay, based.
Which is, that's pretty baller.
Taking one for the team.
Or yeah, taking one good one. It's just also very funny to fuck somebody for a whitening treatment. There's got to be a joke in there somewhere.
I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, times are tough, man.
Yeah, dentistry
times are tough.
It's not cheap, man. If you got no
and especially
insurance.
if your dentist is hot or something, you're like, well, I would do this
It's a
anyways.
win-win,
I've kind of wanted to for a while.
Yeah, he goes,
but I can get whitening treatment out of it.
I also like
you can get double whitening treatment because.
Do you think it was like a one package deal, or do you think she them for each family member?
Well, it was probably that's a good question.
Right. It's do you think she kept adding one?
I don't think. Can you really
I'll give
ever
you a job if you just do me? I'll give you if you add this person. I'll you if you let me do 3. It's a cam show package.
I guess the
Countdown
question
to
is,
whitening.
Can you ever countdown to whitening? That's a double meaning too.
Dude, a dentist live streaming the mouth of stuff. That's a fetish, dude. There's got to be a market for that, of a dentist live streaming a mouth being worked on.
Oh, probably.
That has got to. Yeah. We're onto something.
I mean, I guess the question is, can you really ever only fuck someone once? That's the question.
I think you physically, yes, I think you can. But
you can.
it's like Doritos. You can't just have one.
But typically, if you do it once, you at least always want to do it again. You know what I mean?
It's fair.
You always want to do it at least twice, in my experience.
He was like, I'll do it your brother next.
Yeah.
You could throw your sister.
Because either it was really good and you're like, I want to do that again, or it was really bad and you're like, I can do better, I swear.
Yeah, maybe she wanted the first one. She's like, well, let's see how this goes first.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. I like that setup. All right, on to the next one. I recently had a one-night stand with a famous musician. Now, every time I see his girlfriend on TV, I can't help but feel like a homewrecker. That's I thought that was an interesting one, of just being at home and seeing somebody and you're like, should I have done that? Have I ruined a life here?
That's interesting, because I do know that a lot of there's a lot of things with musicians where if they go on tour, they're like, the wife is typically like, all right, use protection, be safe, whatever, you're coming home to me. That is a thing.
It's like the area code rule.
That is a big, pretty much. That is a big thing for a lot of that type of shit, but not everyone.
Right, at a certain level, probably.
I guess it depends on is the wife in on it? Does she know? Or was it this guy's 100% monogamous?
I imagine that one, because they said they're like a homewrecker or something, or they feel like a homewrecker. So if it was mutual, then.
Well, did the chick know that he had what it said, wife or girlfriend?
What did it say? Girlfriend, yeah. So it could be
Did the chick know he had a girlfriend because that's a thing too. He might not have told her.
It also could, I hate it too. It could just be one of those things where somebody's like, I'm just gonna lie because this is fun.
Yeah.
This sounds like a Wattpad fucking fanfic. But yeah, that would be an interesting thing though, because nobody would believe you if you're like, I slept with I almost said James Earl Jones. I was trying to think of a musician.
I think that falls on the musician, not the woman, because
sure.
One, if the woman knows he had a girlfriend, he's still doing it, and he's the one with the girlfriend. If she didn't know, then that's double on him, because that's not
either way you flock it. It's in the musician's court to say no or to be clear about this.
Right.
But unique situation. I've never thought about this. Somebody being like, "Oh no, I slept with a celebrity, but I can't tell nobody." All right, the next one. I'll let you finish your drink first. I like to swallow my own.
Okay.
Which is that a subculture? Is that a thing? I just always thought it was like a bit people said as like a joke. That's the thing people do?
How'd you find my old tweet?
I went onto your Twitter. What do you mean?
Yeah, my deleted Twitter.
I just went Jared Hansen.
I don't know.
Twitter.
I guess that's a thing.
You don't know? You have to answer. I know you know.
Some people. Well, okay.
Some people.
It's weird for sure. It's weird for sure, but women do it all the time.
Not their own.
Okay.
See, that's the difference. I swallow my own spit every day of my life.
Yeah.
I don't want your spit in my mouth.
Sounds like you're homophobic, dude.
No, never mind. I was gonna say.
Just kidding. Yeah, that's weird. It's definitely weird. I don't know.
That's weird. He's trying to give
That's weird.
Play both sides for the guy that eats his own cum is really funny.
I mean,
people are into what they're into. So don't do it.
I'm not gonna kink shame.
I'm not gonna
kink shame. It's definitely different.
Right, dude. Every baker drives his own batter, dude. I get it.
It's
definitely hot.
It's definitely odd. It's definitely odd, but
worse
things have been done, I guess.
A little more than odd.
Yo, that's between you and God, dude. Like, whatever, man. It's not that.
It doesn't even say eat. It says swallow. I like the act of my cum going down my own throat. Please, I've just said that.
Demonetized.
What? Don't kink shame me, YouTube.
Wow, YouTube. That's crazy.
I forgot about this. When I did the first time, I cried and then told my mom. That's a good boy right there.
Yeah, I
guess it just a masturbate. It could be either way.
I guess it could be a scary experience if you're not like
nobody warned me.
If you don't know, yeah, exactly, right? Like to get very.
I'm bleeding white out of my being.
Into it. Yeah, it could be like, oh my God, what the fuck was that?
True.
For sure. I would love to hear the response from the mom.
I'm just like,
well, son,
thanks for telling me.
Go talk to your dad.
She goes, thanks for coming to me about this. Or, thanks for...
No, thanks for coming. No,
that's hilarious. I guess it would be much funnier if he went and told his dad.
Yeah. Hey, Dad. And he's like, that's my boy.
He's like,
that's my boy.
He said, I told you to grab the 8/4. Like, stupid son of a bitch. Not go. Where's the wrench? Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry. Went to the tools shed and got distracted and then jerked off for the first time.
Oh, fuck. Oh my God.
All right, we got this is so stupid. Dear guy who picks on the one openly gay kid at school, I dare you to touch him. Gay, first of all. Sincerely, the linebacker with two amazing dads. This is not a real. This has got to be like, this is like one of those. And then everyone clapped, Mo.
The linebacker with two amazing dads.
Dear guy who picks on the one gay kid. You only got one gay kid at school? That seems...
Yeah, there's no way you only have
just
one.
Statistically, it seems unlikely.
It's impossible. Especially nowadays.
I dare you to touch him on your anonymous posting to whisper. I dare you to... Putting a threat in your anonymous post is the funniest shit ever. Like,
damn.
Trying to be like, that's right, I've got two gay dads and we'll fuck your ass up, bro. Signed anonymous. It's really funny.
Yeah, the unbelievable part is that there was only one gay kid in school.
Right, so yeah, you're just a liar.
That's the unbelievable part.
Or maybe this is just a self-report if this guy's actually a prick and just has only noticed there's one gay kid.
Damn.
All right, up next we got, I asked my boyfriend to wipe my butt because I had just finished painting my nails and didn't want to mess them up. What level of trust are you with that? Is that beyond a threshold, or is that just like, oh, it's expected in a long-term relationship?
You know, I feel like the worst part of that would be the smell.
Well, and then that image is in your head forever now too.
But you don't have to really like look at it.
That situation though, like when you recall situations, don't you ever see them, like third party?
Here's what I think. The reason for the boyfriend to do that is not enough to do that. You painted your nails.
If it was like a medical emergency,
I was gonna say, if your girlfriend was having had a medical problem, or she was like
she had swallowed a string and stuck in her butt.
I don't know, like say she got in a car accident, right? And for the next 2 months she was like paralyzed or something from the waist down, right? Because that shit happens all the time. Where it's like, if you love your woman and she has to do that, you kind of are like, well, I'll take care of her and I'll do what I have to do, right? Painting your nails, I don't want to get like poop on my nails. It's like, well, why do you have fucking 9-inch nails then?
Yeah. Also, why did you start pooping with wet finger? Like, what nails? Like, how did you take your pants off in the first place? Like, why are we in this scenario?
Yeah. The reason for the boyfriend to wipe the ass, I don't think is justified, but. Yeah, if you had to do that for someone you love because they actually needed it, you're kind of an asshole if you don't.
Are you an asshole if you go, I just prime ordered a bidet?
I mean, you could do that too. Yeah. You could do that too. I mean,
I just don't want to cross that boundary, honey. I'm just your brown boundary.
I don't know.
Here's a bidet.
It could be a kink for some people.
Arms up and
I love wiping my girlfriend's ass.
Stop. We've gone too far. We've gone too far into the fetish content. It's supposed to be funny. My 11-year-old says, seems legit all the time, and it makes me cringe so fucking hard. So good. It's so funny that this is posted onto like a public confessions app. Like, what's your worst secret ever? Like, my
child is cringe. Seems legit.
Dude, having a cringe kid, that's gotta be rough.
What you gotta do is you gotta find where he's learning that from, because usually when I was younger, especially, if I ever would like repeat something or say something a lot, it's because
you heard it
my
somewhere.
friend at the time was always saying it, or the person I was around all the time would always say it, and then you kind of like latch on and start kind of like saying it too, right? You know, so you just gotta find who his friend is,
the source of this,
find the source, and then stop them from hanging.
It's their father,
right?
No, I married a cringe lord. Dream guest of my podcast.
My father. Or sorry, my kid and my husband are both cringe. Help.
My true Hollywood story. Jojo Siwa's my sister.
Oh my god.
Karma's a bitch.
I work in a call center, and if a customer sounds hot on the phone, I look them up on Facebook and message them.
That's just creepy.
Yeah, that seems like
that's weird.
That seems like an invasion of
I feel
things.
like you need to get a girlfriend or boyfriend or something, or whoever
like
it is,
like a doll or like an app.
That's like serial killer stalker level shit.
Yeah, that is like they're gonna know, right? That you're like, hey, just was chatting to you about your,
which is weird,
extended car's warranty.
Okay, cool.
And, how'd you used disclosed information to look up my personal information?
Yeah.
Like, what is wrong with you?
No, that's weird. That's really weird. That's
the fact it wasn't like a person. They just like if they sound hot, that is the most like down bad shit ever.
It sounds very down bad. It sounds very desperate. Just like, what are you gonna get out of that? Like, you can't be like, hey, I just sold you car insurance and I found you on Facebook. What's up?
It's definitely on the same vibe of like the dudes that get defensive for like a girl on like a video game or something. And they're like, bro, leave her alone. Like, is she gonna message you after this and be like, I was in the COD lobby and I started throbbing when you said leave her alone.
Oh my god.
So funny.
Yeah, that's weird.
So creepy.
That's super creepy.
Yeah.
It's definitely weird. Don't do that.
Up next, I work at a hotel. The blankets only get washed once a year.
What? That's like
Yeah, you should report.
I was gonna say
hotel.
that's like not good.
That's disgusting, bro.
Because you know what happens in hotels.
Oh yeah, people sleep in them, and people are gross.
And people do a lot of stuff in them.
People are nasty.
And then that place needs to be shut down.
Well, is it like a party day? Like, like it's wash day, everybody! Finally,
dude,
the great cleansing is upon us. We must sacrifice Consuela to the gods of cleanliness.
No, that's disgusting. You should definitely
it's a whisper
hotel.
thing. It's probably like 3 people work there. So
you should definitely say something because that's insane. That's a complete
foul.
Like. That's disgusting.
Yeah,
you're gonna spread like diseases and shit. That's nasty.
It's like hearing like knowing anybody that's ever worked in like the food creation industry, not necessarily food service, but like the step before that where it's like warehoused and stuff. Like hearing just the shit that they're like, yeah, I mean, this shit fell on the floor and we just were like, gotta save product. It's like,
what happens if someone shits the bed?
Gotta wait a year.
Do you wait a year to wash it, or like
room's off limits for a year?
The room is out of service for the next year.
Well, that's actually how Amber Heard got caught. The shit was perfectly preserved in room 304. They only wash them once a year. Quick, what hotel was that?
Yeah, that's disgusting, dude.
That's so funny. My boyfriend doesn't know I slept with 2 of my professors to pass senior year. It's so funny to find out that it's high school at the end of that and not like college or something more difficult. Like you could have just got your GED. You didn't have to sleep with them. That's really funny.
Is that college or is that high school?
I guess it said professors, but
professors would be more college,
what's
right?
What's a senior in college? I guess I didn't know that. I thought they stopped going by those.
You'd be a teacher.
Well, no,
in
she
high
said
school.
she was in her senior year. That's why I assumed it was college or high school.
Probably college.
Yeah, I guess I didn't know they did like did sophomore, senior stuff in college. I've never been.
I mean, as long as she was an adult, like I don't think that's. I mean, it's weird for sure on the professor for sure. That's not morally okay to just pass someone because you're fucking them. As far as like my boyfriend doesn't know, who cares? In my opinion.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess because it's a little bit about the character though too. Is because why did you even go to college if you're just trying to get the grade?
Yeah,
because they're like, what else have you lied about if your degree is founded on lies?
The having sex with the professor thing doesn't really bother me. It's the morals behind.
Yeah, it's why you did it. If like you slept with 2 for 2 separate grades, which is just like. How have you done that to get out of like a ticket?
The sex thing is whatever, because for me, it's like adult, whenever I date someone, I don't go into their history. Oh, who you slept with? What have you done? Like I don't care.
Give me a list of all your exes. I'm gonna battle them all.
Unless you slept with like 500 people, then it's like, oh, that's a little wild, but.
You're married to a woman for 30 years, and then like she lets it slip. I was like my ex, Adolf. And you're like,
yeah, it's the moral behind it.
It's my ex. It shouldn't matter. It's in the past.
Yeah, the only thing I would say if I was that boyfriend is I would be like, well, that's kind of weird on the professor or professors or however many there were that took advantage of you or like allowed that to happen. And then also, like, why didn't you just, like, study harder? I wouldn't care about the sex. It would be more like, it's kind of weird that you, like, that you just kind of, like, did that. And then the professor also was just like, oh, yeah, cool, let's do this.
Taylor suffers FaceTiming me. Should I pick it up?
Sure. Just instantly goes to fucking...
Like, he saw it was me and then hung up. We heard you're trying to meet a 14-year-old. I'm going to a wedding, and I have slept with all 6 of the groomsmen and the groom also.
Don't get married. You shouldn't be getting married.
No, they're going to a wedding. They're not getting married. They're attending a wedding where they've slept with the entire roster of people.
Oh, that's fine.
Including the groom. That's fucking. That's like a. I don't know about fine, but that's like a.
We
genre
need more
of people.
context.
That's like a genre of person. Also,
because that could have also just been one night. Everyone has an orgy.
Well, like that makes it better. But
I'm just saying, like
6 freaks in your group.
I'm just saying, like, maybe back 10 years ago, they all had an orgy and it was like, whatever.
Yeah,
That's different than being like, I'm going to pursue this person, sleep with them, and then afterwards pursue this person and sleep with them. And then afterwards
devastated to know that, though, later? If, like, somebody you got your whole group of friends is friends with and the wife finds out that you guys are all buddies with this chick that you all had a 6-way gangbang with years ago. And be like, why didn't anybody think to tell me that? She came to our wedding. Shouldn't I have known that lady?
I feel like a lot of this would just be way better if people were just honest.
True.
And just open and out front, like, about what they've done, instead of being like, ooh, we gotta hide it. Because the hiding it and the dishonesty is way worse than just being like, yeah, when I was younger, I did do some shit that was you know, not morally right, or like I had a lot of fun, I fucked a lot of people, you know, blah blah blah. And then it's like you can hear it, get past it, and be like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. Like, at least you're honest.
People have sex.
But when people have sex. When you're like this and you're like, no one can know I've slept with all of my guy friends ever in the world, and we're all going to a wedding. It's like,
then it seems like you got something over them for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, that's what's weird.
Just told them.
Just be open.
The weirdness
and
too
honest
is like,
about
obviously, yeah, this scenario, I definitely agree with that. But I guess the weird thing for me is that this is like a category of person that I've like heard this several times of people that just like get off on trying to just fuck people that are like getting married. They're like, it's like a thing. They're like, oh, I'm trying trying to claim the crew of like.
Well, that's weird too.
This weird like fantasy thing of
you
like,
shouldn't be like that either.
Yeah, it's weird like how
that's
often
an ego
that happens.
thing.
It's the book club.
If you're doing something like that, it's because you're feeding your own ego,
right?
And
like, but I can get away with it.
And you shouldn't do that because ego is not. Yeah. Ego's a downfall.
We got one last one here. This one's the best one. I saved the best for last. It just says, someone lit my armpit on fire. Why is that a secret? Why is that?
That's weird.
Why did you create an account on Whisper, go to the website, type this in and put it into the world? You could just tell people this story. Right. It's not anything worth being a secret. Yeah. What's your deepest, darkest secret? One time I fell down and scraped my knee a lot. Oh, you fucking loser.
Yeah.
That fucking cracks me up. I feel like it implies that they're like ashamed that I let somebody burn my armpit hair once, and I haven't recovered.
Yeah, I'm still stuck on the the groom one. To be honest,
that scenario.
It's like, what would I do in that situation? I don't know.
Yeah, dude, she goes to give like a speech, and every guy goes, cut the mic. And she starts clinking, cling, 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 cling.
I would like to give a speech.
And then some guy goes, oh no, my wife's having a heart attack. And knocks her out. We have to get her to the hospital now.
Oh my God. Well, again, if she's invited to the wedding, okay.
Maybe
this is such a weird thing.
Because it could be a blackmail thing. Maybe
this is such a weird thing for me, because if she's invited to the wedding, that would either, well, it's on Whisper, so no one knows. Okay, so
break it down for me.
That's the weird part for me.
It could be like a blackmail thing.
Why haven't you just came out and been like, yeah, like back in the day, I've slept with all these people? Like, why can't you just say that? Like,
maybe it's taken too long and the groom's like freaking out that if his wife finds out that she'll be, break up with him or something, and so all the guys are in like secrecy.
Well, but then that's not an honest relationship.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying it's good.
Because if the groom is hanging out with this girl and the girl has slept with him, why doesn't the bride know that? Why hasn't he just been like, oh yeah, we used to hook up back in the day?
Maybe it's grippy.
Okay. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. I have a lot of questions. Bye.